Mathematics, Numeracy, Unit 2, Calculator Allowed, Intermediate Year, November 2017. Question 1. Raspberries cost £3.60 per kilogram. Pears cost £2.60 per kilogram. Reese buys some raspberries and some pears. Reese weighs the fruit he buys. The raspberries cost him £4.50. Calculate the mass of the raspberries Reese buys. So if it's £3.60 per kilogram and he's got £4.50 that he spends, well, if we do £4.50 divided by our 360, we can see how many kilograms he's used, and that should give us £1.25. Don't forget this is a calculator paper, so use it every possible time. So that's 1.25 kilograms. They don't say change it into grams, so you can just leave it like that. But if it was, it would be 1,250 grams. So he finds that the mass of the pears is 3 times the mass of the raspberries. How much change does Reese get from £20 when buying the raspberries and some pears? You must show all your workings. So this is an OCW, so you need to label everything, make sure you got your pound signs everywhere, and make sure you've got no spelling mistakes. So we know that the raspberries, from above, they cost him £4.50, so there's not much workings out for the raspberries. We know that the pears are going to be 3 times the mass of the raspberries. So the raspberries was 125 kilograms. So I'm going to write kilograms because I'm timesing it by kilograms. So 3 times 1.25 kilograms is 3.75 kilograms. So we know that the pear's mass is 3.75 kilograms. So the cost of the pears, because they're £2.60 per kilogram, we just need to times that by the 375. Times in 260, not 360. So you need to times that by 260, and we should get £9.75. So if the pears cost £9.75 and the raspberries cost £4.50, in total we just need to add those up. So the total cost is the £9.75. Add the £4.50 and we should get £14.25. They've asked for the change, so we want the change from our £20. So we take our £20 and we take away the £14.25, and we're left with £5.75 change. Okay, question 2. Head teacher of the school of Year 9 asking about options. They're choosing 4 languages. We've got Mandarin, Spanish, French and German. A Venn diagram displays all the information. So they've asked kids what language they want to choose, what would they take. And they've put their data into a Venn diagram. So how many pupils did not select at least one of the 4 languages? Circle your answer. So this is going to be the one number on the outside. So we've got that 0. So none of the 4. So can't be in any of the circles. So it's got to be the number on the outside, which is 0. How many pupils are there in Year 9? So that's got to be the total number. So add up all of these numbers, and you should get 96. How many people selected only one language? So that's going to be only Mandarin is going to be this one, these 7 people. Only Spanish 2, only French 1, only German 14. So if you add those up, you get 24. Next one, what's the most popular language selected? So this one we'll have to add up all the different circles. So you want to add up all of the circle for Mandarin, so you want to add up all the numbers in there. For Spanish, add up all of those numbers. French, all of the numbers inside this circle. And German, all the numbers inside this circle. You should end up with Mandarin being 45. Spanish, all the numbers in the circle, 51. French, all the numbers should add up to 43. And German should add up to 32. So the highest number is Spanish. So you can say that Spanish is the most popular. Head teacher can only offer 2 of the 4 languages in year 10. She writes a timetable so that as many possible of the pupils who choose the 2 languages are able to study those 2 languages. So you've got to choose 2 languages, so we need the highest choice of 2. So that means this one, 22, 27, 7 and 8. So the highest one there is 27, so they've got to choose the French and the Spanish. So they're going to choose Spanish and French, because it's the 27 is the most selected. Okay, so the most pupils selected those languages. Okay, Lloyd has carried out a survey in his school. He surveyed 300 pupils. Below is a section of his questionnaire. So in which year group are you in? Do you like the colours of the school uniform? What is your favourite colour? So afterwards he thinks that given an option box in question 1 and 2, what could these option boxes be? So question 1 was, what year group are you in? So they could choose the year groups. So you could have like year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, year 11, and have like option boxes underneath for people to select instead of writing out the numbers. Question 2. Do you like the colours of the school uniform? Well, you can have yes, no, or you don't care. So they can stay the same. So yes, you like the colours, no you don't like them, or you don't really mind what the colours are. Next one, so pie chart displays all the results from question 3 in the questionnaire. So the favourite colour. Which colour was chosen by 75 pupils in their favourite colour? So we're told at the very start that there's 300 pupils. So 75 out of those 300, if you put that on your calculator, 75 divided by 300, you get 25% or 0.25, and we know 25% of a circle is going to be this right angle here, so it's going to be the black. What fraction of the pupils said that blue was their favourite colour? Give your answer in the simplest form. So you need to measure the angle here blue. I don't have a protractor to show you how to do that, but if you measure that angle, ask your teacher how to do that, you should get 60 degrees there. And then we know in a full circle is out of 360. Again, if you do that on your calculator, 60 divided by 360, don't press the Scooby-Doo because you want it as a fraction, in its simpler form is 1/6. Without a calculator, just in case you were interested, you want the highest number that goes into 60 and 360, which is 60, and then you divide by that. So you do 60 divided by 60, 360 divided by 60 to get 1/6. What is 3 hours and 12 minutes in hours? Circle your answer. So we obviously know it's 3 because all the options are 3. But you've got the 12 minutes. There's 60 minutes in an hour. So just like the one above, if you do 12 divided by 60, you get 0.2. So you're looking for 3.2. So we've got 3.2 is this one. The first 40 miles of a journey took 1 hour 15 minutes. The remaining 80 miles were completed in 2 hours 15 minutes. Calculate the average speed in miles per hour of the 120 mile journey. Right, so we've got speed, distance, time question. We should know our triangle is speed, it's distance over time. So we are working out speed. So we got speed is distance over time. We know that the distance is 120 miles, and we know that the time, we've got 1 hour and 15 and 2 hours and 15, well that's a total of 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's 3 hours and a half. So don't divide it by 3.3, you've got to divide it by 3 and a half, so 3.5 if you're using a decimal. So 120 divided by 3 and a half gives you 34.3 miles per hour. Okay, newspaper report claimed the following. 12% of the world population is left-handed. Twice as many men as women are left-handed. 30% of the world population is mixed-handed. Mixed-handed people prefer to use left-handed. It's very rare to be ambidextrous. In 2011, population was that. 2014 population was that. We've got to calculate the number of left-handed people living in Wales. Did they say Wales? No. Oh, we've got... Oh, that's our assumption. In Wales in 2011. So, and we've got to say what the assumption is. Well, the assumption is that Wales is the same. Ooh, what am I doing? Right, so we need number of left-handed. They've said 12% left-handed. So all we need is the 12% of the 3,063. Ooh, yep, 63,000. So if you do off on your calculator is times, so you want 12% times that number. You can do the percentage button, or if you don't know that, you can do 0.12 times it, and you should get 367,560. So 367,560. And the assumption is, well, that Wales is similar to the rest of the world, because they've said world, but then they've asked for Wales, so we're assuming that Wales is going to be the same as the world. In 2011, Wales has a population of 3,063,000. So many are women. What percentage of the population are men? Well, if that many are women, the rest have to be men. So we've got to take those away to get the number of men. Once we take those away, we should get 3 million, sorry. 3,063,000. No, we don't. Sorry. That's the same number as over there. When we take those away, we get 1504000. Oh, that didn't make sense. So we need the percentage. So as a percentage, we're just taking the amount of men and dividing it by the total. So we take the number of men, 1504000, divided by the 3063000. Don't forget you've got a calculator. Obviously you couldn't do that without a calculator. You get 0.491, but we want that as percentage, so times it by 100, and you get 49.1%. Okay, next one. How many mixed-handed people do you think were living in Wales in 2014? You must show your workings, give your answer to the correct to the nearest 1,000. So this is the 2014 figure. We want mixed-handed. They've said that 30% of the world population is mixed-handed, so all we need is 30% of that number. So we're going to do 30% again. So on your calculator again, percentage button of the 3092000. So 3,092,000. So times for of, if you don't know how to do the percentage button, do 0.30 and you get 927,600. We want that correct to the nearest 10,000, so that cuts it here. So we got 928,000. Ooh. Country of 6 million people meets all the claims given in the newspaper report. 80% of the women in the country are left-handed. There are 3 million men in the country, so the rest are women. How many left-handed men would you expect there to be in the country? So they've said about women, let me just get rid of that. They've said about women, so twice as many men are left-handed as women. So if we work out how many women are left-handed, just double that, and you get the men. So if we want 8% of the women are left-handed, 8% was told us 3 million men, 6 million people, so that means 3 million people are women. So million has 6 zeros, so we want 8% of 3 million, and that gives us 240,000. So that is the left-handed women, and we know twice as many men left-handed as women, so if we times that by 2, we get 480,000 men are left-handed.